Everybody, welcome to the Fired Up with CJ show. We have Claudia Black here, and we were talking about her book, It Will Never Happen to Me Growing Up with Addiction as Youngsters, Adults, Adolescents, and Adults. So, welcome back.
Thank you, CJ.
So, we talked about parents, and I wanted to talk about the kids, specifically the different kinds of shame and fear that they have.
When it comes to kids, I think the message that they internalize isn't just that who I am is not good enough and that there's something wrong with me, but and those are ones that are very common for them, but is that I'm not lovable. And when the most important people in my life um, somehow do not find me lovable, then I can't imagine that anybody else will. And I don't even risk that kind of thing. So what you see is they often act out that I'm not lovable in a variety of ways. And when you grow up with addiction, you're actually growing up with trauma and traumatic stress. And today we know that when people have trauma, that they often move into a fight, flight, or freeze response. And that's what you see with these kids who internalize such beliefs and who live within a chronic state of fear, the fear of the unknown, that which comes with all the unpredictability and this kind of household, not knowing what it is that's going to happen next. And so, with that, I am not lovable, and I acted out in a variety of ways. Some of them acted out with anger, with various forms of self harm. Some of them move into a flight response in terms of emotionally. They're going to disconnect from what it is that's going on. They might use some kind of addictive substance in which to separate from what it is that's occurring. And some of them move into that absolute freeze and they become sort of numb as they sort of move into this world. And as it affects them as it comes to relationships, I often describe it as I've got two people walking down a railroad track at the same time in the same direction and with the same intent, but there's too much distance between those tracks. They don't have the ability to bond, to connect, or to be of support to each other. And because I'm unlovable, I can't get very close to you, or you're going to see into my not okayness. You're going to see into that which I'm trying to hide from it for myself.